To viewer Fowie, thanks for this recommendation on a challenge, which is a good idea. And I think it's interesting, and I'll give it a try. And that's what we're going to do in this video. Rerolling is not allowed. Welcome back to No Reroll Challenge. So this button is off limits. Everything else is fair game, but not this button. Um, so I've been playing this, quite a bit, and learning some things. It's really hard late game because you can't reroll, and the utility of training gets limited. And it's hard to get triples when you can't reroll. And appearance doesn't help that much when you can't reroll. So, everything relates to not being able to reroll. And I'm trying to think about how to wrap my head around this. How do we mitigate those various problems? Do we just go for a bunch of frosty items? Do we go for a bunch of dark items? We probably want to win early. Right now we're going for poison, but there's no poison available to buy at the moment. What else can I do? We want to make the best of things we have available, so we probably want to buy a wide variety of stuff. So maybe I should be going for cheaper stuff here. I have to keep on thinking about it as we go, like the best way to approach this. I'm still playing this on casual. I can't even imagine playing this on ranked. It would be incredibly difficult. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Looks like we will win this, which is great. Any early win is good because it's hard to get late game builds going, and the more we win early, the better, just to try to avoid the late game stuff. Brass knife, yeah, we do want lots of money. That would be great. And 15 money left. I can't buy any of this stuff, so just go on ahead and fight. Right now, the pedal staffs are not working well with bleed, but actually, they are doing a bit of damage, so they do work with bleed. Just they're slow, and yeah, our opponent, Katarzyna. Apologies if I mispronounced that. They've got a whole healing word going and some small stuff. But we were able to win this thanks to the poison. So even though, poison's still pretty good, it would be great if we can get some Elven items. So let's get our homebrew and hope it's okay, so the homebrew works well enough with bleed. Put that front and center, what will do the most. This is also a moon homebrew, so if we get a lapis or something, we could start making a bleed build go. Now I probably just want to train and buy some stuff that we might be able to triple later. Do I just want to buy everything? I don't know. If we buy everything, it's pretty bad news for when we want to train. And yeah, we'll go with this for now. Floppy sausage. Okay. The lifeguard will, slow down our status effects. That may just cause us to lose. So, yeah, it looks like we're just gonna lose here. That's just fine. We'll just go ahead and concede here, because we were gonna lose anyway. The next up, a mace book. Some dark stuff. Nothing really good here. Got a jade. I think we can go with jade. Can make poison work for us if we can. That would be good. And let's also start putting our shield in, maybe? Well, no, the bleed and the homebrew work really well. We want our brass knife for money, so we'll just have to keep the stuff around. And nothing else really looks good over there. Chirobin, Chirobin. Oh man, I must be butchering people's names. You have to forgive me for that. Got the life essence going. Hey, cool. They've got a spyglass life essence, which is neat. Healing word, upgraded refined spear. So they're not doing too much damage to us, and we may actually be able to win with our poison as this goes on. We're making lots of money, which is great. So I think we will win this, and any win is good. We want to avoid getting to late game if we can, because unless we get incredibly lucky, late game will be a real challenge with this. What I'm really hoping to do is get an Elven orb. Let's say we get a Chronomancer and get a Time Pendant. Time Pendant is always really good. We can use Time Pendant on the Jade. I'll find some space for it somehow. Okay. We have another Elven item. This is +1 poison for other Elven items. So actually, that's not bad. We can do that. Let's go ahead and buy the Elven Spear. We can lead all in on poison. Let's just go ahead and do that. And put the Elven thing in. And we have a lot of stuff here we can't really use too effectively, unfortunately. But yeah, if I can get a poison build to work, that would be really good. Okay, they've got how to grow, training the regular bow. This will be good later on. It's Elven. Get an Elvish orb down there. They don't really need that so badly, but get a time pendant up here. Get a time pendant up here, get a lost fragment here. You can make this bow amazing. Is our poison enough to win here? Luckily it was. Still going good. Now I really hope to get lucky and find more poison items in the shop, which we did. Gotta buy this. And triples are so hard to get that I'll probably also buy the ruby knife, despite how expensive it is and how useless it is. Little bit unfortunate about that. I think now, yeah, I'll just put the brass knife in and continue using that. I do want to have lots of money because we want to be able to buy what we need to buy, and we want to be able to. Oh, I sold the wrong thing again. We want to be able to train as much as we need to. So sell this homebrew, I guess. Yeah, and then train. It's good, and we want to keep giving the jade keep using our jade because we got 3 poison things. Each time the jade goes off, ouch, it gives +3 poison. So this is a very good Tome of Blades. They paired it with a Night Quill. This is actually looking like a pretty good way to play the no reroll if I could make that work somehow. I'll think about that. Cleric, we can get some life. Buy a goblet, I guess. We'll buy this. A Nightfall. Is Nightfall good? Nightfall is good if we find support for it, but it doesn't work at all with the other stuff we're doing. So, um, how badly do I want to train? Enough to sell these ruby knives? I guess so. Just keep on training. Higher level shops are good. We really need the heavy poison synergy items. This is nice. So they've got a heavy shield, but it doesn't do anything against us. But they are stacking flame, but it's not looking that bad. They've got their refined bow that's getting trained by the how to grow, which is going to be really good. They are using a dreamcatcher on a bulwark, which again, it doesn't matter to us at all, which is lucky because of our poison build. And this is Mayish 1122. Okay. Lyra. You can get Frosty something. Frosty Time Pendant? That could be okay. What works really well with Frosty? If we do Frosty Time Pendant, then we have to get Frosty items to use it with. Which is, not terrible. Um, well, we got Frosty Orb. Now we just have to hope that we get some good Frosty items, which so far we haven't, but we'll see. Huh. Hopefully this wasn't a complete bust. And now we want to level up, so we'll sell that and level. Fighting against Harris with the Void Stinger, very scary. Yeah, we're definitely going to die here. That bleed is too much. Void Stinger and Shard Fang, very good. And they had the Emerald Sword already. Okay, well, we got a Venom Ring. This would have been amazing with the Frozen Orb if we could have made it Frosty. But it looks like we are just going to keep leaning into Poison, so let's do it. Um, So it's here. And now this jade doesn't matter so much anymore. I think, let's see, each time the jade goes off, it gives us like +4 poison. But each time this goes off, it also gives us +4 poison. Oh. And I have to take out one of the other things before it. Okay. Anyway, let's I was about to reroll there. I almost messed it up. Do we have any star combat effects? No, we don't. Well, all we can do is level, really. So we can still hold on to that orb, I guess, for now. I think we're done with the jade. So let's go ahead and level. We leveled twice. 56. We could, but I do want to hold on to some of this stuff in case we can get triples. And I should buy the cheap items when they appear. Okay, 2 Void Stingers, and lots of shields to power them up, so we're going to have some trouble here. At least our Venom Ring is going to get bigger pretty quick. I really need to find like more time pendants. I need to find a lost fragment. Oh, and we just lost. Oh well. Anyway, I'll try it once more for this session. Okay. Got lots of axes. Maybe I can make an axe build work. We may as well try it. It's autism axe again. They've got lots of bleed going. That should definitely be enough to kill us. Let's just go ahead and concede and save a little bit of time. Then we'll buy our axes. There's even a healer's oath in here. But we'll just keep going with the axes, and we'll buy also the spear and fight against Ripstars, who's got some damage. See if we have enough to fight against this. Feel like we're fine. That's good. Get some health. Relax. There's a Tome of Blades over there. Sell our goblet and buy this moon knife for a little bit of extra XP and then level up. Now we're really looking for the axe book. Maybe we can make axes work for once. It hardly ever works, but we can try it. Okay, so this is the guy who gives you lots of rerolls. I should just pick this guy for the memes, right? Yeah. Shield is pretty good early on. Nice. Can go ahead and level up and buy an axe. And we want to buy these things too. Wild magic. Very nice. That's awesome. We're going to turn this into something else. So we're probably going to abandon the axe build, but we're looking for some legendary that we can just work with and build off of. That'd be amazing. We'll buy this, and do we just completely abandon axes? I think we do. Yeah. So that's it. We have to be flexible for this kind of challenge, but we're done with axes. Time pendant. Nice. And whatever this is, it should be good, so we're going to use a time pendant on it. And here we go. Hey, look at that. Now we just need to get a bunch of shields and we'll be in great shape. And then I'll upgrade the Refined Spear next. And actually, that's what I should have been upgrading this time. Whoops. But it didn't matter in the end. So great, that was a very good start. I'm happy with this. Let's go ahead and upgrade our Refined Spear next. So Wild Magic is a great find for no reroll. For good reasons, right? Let's go ahead and train. I'm already doing good. We just want shields. So, yeah. And we can buy another spear, maybe. And then Time Pendant will go on our warrior shield, but I don't want to freeze for the spear, but um, the axe is a lot better, but it's completely irrelevant now, so We actually have two choppers. I could think about buying those. But let's just let it go. We want shields, and gold doesn't matter that much, so we'll fight against Hung and Humble, who is not very humble. And just our shield is doing great. So, oh wait, I should probably have the time pendant on the multicast shield, right? Although this does give 200 blocks, so it's not that clear cut. We probably just want to get the bunch of block. Elven Archer. Let's make something Elven. If we happen to get an Elven Orb, that'll be amazing. Okay, we got a Frostbound. Interesting. But it's not a shield. But it works well with the Icy Axe. Okay. So I have to decide kind of where we go with this. Probably want to get multicast on the Warrior Shield. I think that would be awesome. If we can somehow get an Elven Orb, it'll be great. So let's do that. But the Frostbound would also be amazing with Elven Orb. Maybe I should have thought about that more. Because it would work with itself. But I kind of have my heart set on the Warrior Shield now, though. I like shields. Executioner, Elvish Orb, see? Look how lucky we're getting. Let's put this in. Now we've got our things locked in over here. Very nice. Elvish Orb. If we happen to get Frosty, that'll be amazing. Then Wild Magic, we don't really have a use for it anymore because we can't really put it anywhere. Unless I were to take our... We don't really need the Time Pendant too much. Maybe I can get a shield, so I'll keep on transforming stuff with the Wild Magic. It looks kind of weird, but I think it's fine to do this. And we'll just leave the Time Pendant off for now. I'm strong enough that I'm not worried about the opponents yet. I don't want to win too quick either. We really want to drag this out if we can. So let's just leave it as it is. Yep, happy with this. Okay. We've got a hook. They're still training a hook, and they're gaining health. Unfortunately, it looks like this battle will end a little bit more quickly than I would like, right? Because we got a shard thing. At least we did get one multicast on the shield. What is this, day 7? So it's Cleric Day. Right? No, Cleric Day is day 8. Okay. Another Elvish Orb. Nice. Still can't train yet, though. I could sell my axe. Short thing is amazing, but I'm already locked into this Warrior Shield thing, just mentally. So, we can level up, can we? We sell our axe. Would be at 40, 64. Yeah, I guess we can do that. We get 54, though. Never mind. So there's no point selling the axe. Yeah, I think we're okay as we are. This can't gain multicast, of course, otherwise we could stack the Elvish Orb on the Elvish Orb, which would be nice. I think we're good to go here. Yeah. I should take this Icy Axe off, because I don't actually want to do that much damage. We want to give this Elvish Orb time to work, because we're going to kill them too quickly right now. Wow, look at that. We got the Emerald Sword. That's funny. And that would be good, but again, I really want to lean into the shield thing if I can. Okay, got an Elven Shield. That's good. Let's go ahead and buy this. Gonna keep on rolling for that. We're not really in a hurry to buy the Elven Shield, so just gonna train. And well, we'll need it eventually, so let's buy that. And we won't put it in, we'll actually take this out. Let's hope that wasn't a mistake, but we have plenty of life, and yeah. Got another shard thing. So we our wild magic is favoring the bleed builds today. I don't actually know what happens when you upgrade a wild magic. Never actually done that. It's pretty common to be in a situation where you want to upgrade it. Okay. So we just got the, exactly what we wanted. Okay, frosty. So I don't have any frosty items, otherwise this would be completely bonkers, right? But we can at least start giving our frozen orb multicast and just get this going because, yeah, start giving that multicast. We'll keep this here to help us stay alive, and I want to level a lot so that we want to keep this going as long as possible. What have we got here? Just train. Nothing here looks good. I could buy stuff for triples though. Maybe we'll do that. Just have a lot of stuff down here. Okay, and obviously, so I almost forgot to put spring in, the time pendant in. Do I want to keep using wild magic? I think not. I think we're done with wild magic now. We don't want to have this in here, despite how good it is. What else do we need? We'll be getting this going pretty well. This will help us keep alive. This will also help us keep alive. Anything else we can do? I don't want to kill the opponent too quickly. I don't even really want to win this battle, to be honest. Maybe I should take the warrior shield off, but this helps keep us alive. Hopefully the opponents are strong enough to survive this for now. Well, we'll see. Probably not going to buy more of these. We can sell that and keep training, but we can sell a goblet to help us train. We don't really need this anymore. This warrior shield would be doing all the work combined with the frozen orb. So, right. Um, yeah. When we're ready, we'll put this back on with the elvish orb, and it will look something like this, and we'll have some empty spaces here. Put a lost fragment and a time pendant to help use our frozen. Well, we don't need the lot. It'll have so much multicast anyway. We'll think about that later. But we're doing good now. So can we train again? Yeah, just train ahead and train. I really want another elvish orb. That would be amazing, but we can't roll for it. Okay, we've got a. It's frosty. This shield is frosty, so that's good. We're probably gonna end up losing this because of the poison. But what we are gonna do is get this frozen orb. Oh, well, that was actually really dumb. You actually need to have Elvish on the frozen orb. I got so excited about this, and it didn't work. Okay, fine. Well, anyway, back to the original plan. We're just going to give this warrior shield a bunch of multicast. So, everybody, forget that ever happened. Whoops. That's embarrassing. But, if you play this game, that kind of stuff happens. At least we haven't failed the challenge. So let's just go ahead and train. And um, what else do I need to do? If we were to... No, we can't get Elvish on this ever, but it would be amazing if we could get Elvish on this. Man, I wish what I was trying to do had actually worked. Let's leave this spot empty. Put the goblet in there to, you know, or we can even put this orb in here to, like, troll people. Let's put this in here. People will do a double take and they're like, "What? Has he got the Elvish Frosty thing going?" But no, it'll just be a troll. Okay. Anything to buy? Not really. Okay. Fighting calls. Huh. They've got the Doom Guide. Should be fine. Not too afraid of Doom Guide. Because it's only one Doom Guide. And this double spring thing, someone in the comments mentioned that it doesn't really work. You need to stagger the cooldowns for this to actually do anything, unfortunately. It would be nice if it did work, like how you would expect it to work, but it turns out it doesn't. Fair. Anvil. It'll give us shield, which is good. Trigger your start of combat effects. That doesn't do anything. We don't have any blades to forge, so we got another warrior shield. May as well take that. I don't want to put this in yet, because we'll kill the opponents too fast. Although maybe we do want to kill opponents fast now. I almost rerolled again. Let's sell that so that we can train and then go ahead and fight again. Good, got 8 multicast on here. We're going. We're getting there. We really need the lost fragment for this thing. But it's really hard to get a lost fragment when you can't reroll. There we go. The casual reroll challenge. I'm just gonna say it's probably not gonna be a big deal from here unless you run into some insane late game builds, which is always possible. And hopefully I haven't messed up and rerolled around this entire time. It's entirely possible that we've done that, but hope we haven't. Just train and finally take this off, put that shield back on. Okay. So far, so good. Oh, and that was it. All right. Well, that was the no reroll challenge completed on casual difficulty. My thoughts on this are that it is pretty difficult. I have a few failed runs. I'll show in a different video. Just kind of if you guys are interested in that, let's fight the oak while we talk. So I do have some failed attempts. I can kind of showcase what the difficulty of this challenge is in a separate video, and we'll see if people like to see that kind of stuff. I don't mind. I was still commenting on a lot of it, so we can kind of see the thought process that goes into approaching this kind of challenge. Overall, the challenge is not great. It took me like 5 or 6 attempts to do it. It was a really fun challenge. I like this idea. What other thoughts have I got on this? It'd be very, very, extremely difficult in ranked. You have to get really lucky like we did in this run, but it is possible in ranked. I'm pretty sure. Just that this wouldn't really cut it in late game ranked, though. Maybe it just took too long. We probably would have died before this got going. But I can try some of this in ranked sometime. Maybe think about it. Like reroll ranked is a challenge I'm willing to consider doing. Okay, well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. Have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, and I'll see you in the next run.